Okay, so we're looking at the A box now. We've done the C box, and as you know, everything in the C box is easy. C shaped C, D minor shaped D minor, E minor shaped E minor. Okay, then we would have our F here, E shaped F, G shaped G, A minor shaped A minor. Okay, then we have like kind of like the half diminished guy. And then we have C again. Okay? So everything's easy in the C box. Now in the A box it becomes different. But it still goes in that circle. It still follows that. It's like taking the pentatonic scale. In the C box we start with a C shape. Okay, then we go down to the A box, but we're still going to follow that pentatonic scale going up. So it's A shaped A, then C minor shaped. C minor shaped what? It would be a C minor shaped third, right? It would be a C minor shaped second. Hold on. Right. It doesn't matter what chord it is. It doesn't matter what key it is when you're talking about the cage system, but you can talk about it in keys in the key of C with the ivories here. Okay. So again, it's A shaped 1. Okay, then C shaped 2 minor, D minor shaped 3 minor. Okay, and then it would be D major shaped 4th, E major shaped 5th, and then the 6th would be G minor shaped. So there it is. The 6th is G minor shaped because we're talking about Aeolian 1, 4, 5. Now we're going to do a G minor over 2 here. Okay, and we're going to have to do a C minor over 2 here. I was about to play the arpeggio before the segment ended. So it'd be for the G minor, it'd be 6 root 3, 6 root 3, 6, 6 root 3, 6 root 3, 6. Okay, remember the cage is now here. I've got the capo well below that. And then for the arpeggio for the C minor would be 6, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. For the C minor shape, okay, which is going to be the second minor. Remember, this is the 6th minor. Okay, do we have that? Do we have that little here that I didn't bring this along? It's 6 minor, 2 minor, 3 minor. Okay, all of them. And so this will be the second minor, this will be the third minor. So we've got the second minor, we've got 6, 2, 4, and then 6, and then on up here 2, and then on string here to 4. Now where do we get that 4 from? The D shape, from the tripentatonic. Okay? From the tripentatonic structure. That's where you get the size of the cage. That's where we got our 4. And then D minor would be the third. The third's going to be 3, 5, 7. What number starts here in that 3 is 5. So it's going to be 5, 7, 3, right? We're going to be doing the E shape. A D minor shape, rather. Sorry. D minor shape is going to be 5, 7, 3. Remember, D minor has this little first inversion on the bottom. And then we go 5, 7, 3, 5. So here's our D minor shape. And we usually, in D minor, we'll usually have this 3 and this 7 barred. Okay, don't get borrowed. No, get borrowed here. So this D minor now, we would usually have our fingers down here. Okay. Um, let's see. Okay, so my bad there. With that D minor though, we've got 4 strings on that D minor. If we bar this here, we've got the 7 and the 3 here. We don't really want this note here, so we don't particularly play that. You're not even going to play that. So that's the kind of the D minor shape. Should be easy there. Okay, or we could do the D minor over 2 shape. If we couldn't bar that down there, we could actually still do the D minor over 2 shape. Now I've got it listed here, so let's not, I don't have to put that right here. The D minor over 2 shape, why? Because we have D minor here, we've got 7, 3, 5 on the bar. If this is the fret nut now, remember this is the fret nut. Now we're in play away. I'm not demonstrating the arpeggios. By the way, we didn't do that D minor arpeggio that good. We got a little bit up it and got a little confused there. So now we got the bar here. This isn't playable, that's why it's in the black. We've got E minor, A minor, D minor over 2. Now let's just talk about that D minor over 2, because the E minor and the A minor is easy. Okay, now the E minor is the 6th of the root chord, so that would be G shaped, would it not? No, it would be A shaped. Okay. So that particular E minor is actually 6 root 3 there, or 3 6 root is here. 3 6 root. It's actually here. So it's okay. If we bring it down like that, that's going to a different key. It plays. That's very nice, but really we're in E major there. Granted, it sounded better because perhaps my little guitar here, the capo isn't doing that well. It sounded better because it has a nice strong capo here. The other was my finger bar, but it would be here. So this is the new play away for the, now you can just do the A like this. Okay. So again, it's root, shape C, root, shape C, okay, and then we go to its, but this is obviously a different inversion here. Alright. To A minor, we're going to do an A minor up right there again. The A minor shape, which is going to be 6 2 4 right there, 6 2 4 extended out, play away. We're playing away from the fret nut now. So we've got A shape, it's relative, then D, then A minor. Okay, that's what we got. Do that one more time. A shape C, E minor shaped A minor, but it's up one. Okay, because down here would just be E minor. Does it still sound better? So, and then we go to D shape, D shaped F, and then A minor shaped D minor. So you see how they're connected here? The D is connected to that A minor. We're actually keeping the F there. We're actually keeping the F and the A.